Hey guys, hope you are doing well. In this video I'm going to be taking you right back to the good old whiteboard. The gym is locked down, so I thought this would be a perfect opportunity to shoot out a video. Excuse me for the lighting, but it's very dark. It's thunder and raining outside, so perfect to be sitting down and just learning a few things. So in today's topic is why am I not seeing results, and I've done a little brainstorm of the topics that I think would be some topics that a lot of general people would experience if you're just starting out with a gym. I like the incentive to realizing that you have an issue and having a problem and then signing up for a gym, but a lot of people are just starting out, not really knowing what to do, and get frustrated if the results are not fast enough. So just gonna go through these topics here, and it all starts with the good old goals. So we gotta set some targets, we gotta have something to strive towards. We can't just go in and expect that if we're throwing some weights around that the results will follow that. So set some realistic goals, set long-term and short-term goals. If you want a little bit more information and a little bit more help in terms of goal setting, I'm planning on doing a workshop very soon for you guys, sort of a Zoom seminar. So if you're interested in that, let me know. Just pull me aside next time you're in a gym, or I will be posting this later on social media. But you gotta set some goals. So am I trying to lose fat? Am I trying to build muscle? Am I trying to gain strength? And from there on out, you gotta figure out what's your energy balance and what are you trying to achieve. So if you are going for fat loss, then consuming less calories than your energy balance. If you're trying to put on lean body mass, if you're trying to put on muscle, then you need to be tracking your calories also, and you need to be in a surplus. So giving your body a reason to gain size. Most people actually expect that it's way easier to lose fat, but it's also quite a challenge just to put on muscle. It takes a fair bit of work depending on your genetics, of course. I've seen people that are just, they can just pick up a dumbbell and they train for a month or so, and then they see good results from the start, whereas some people just having a harder time putting on muscle. So it comes down to the genetics. But if you are in a surplus, then you're going to be putting on size, provided that you're putting in the work in the gym. If you are in an energy deficit, then your body needs to tap into your energy storages, which is your fat tissue as well. So something to think about there. If again, it comes down to nutrition. So if you're just winging it again, it's gonna take a lot longer instead of you actually knowing your macro balance and knowing your energy balance. And so you might ask, how do I find out this stuff? There's a couple of calculators online that can help you to give an estimate of your energy balance provided from your height, your weight, and your age, your gender, and your activity level. But you can also go and see a personal trainer. They can help you out with this. And most of these calculators, they are not 100% correct. So just consider this as sort of a starting point, and then if there's no changes there, then you need to increase or decrease the calories depending on your goals again. The next up is technique. So how are you performing the exercises in the gym? That's quite important too. You don't want to be putting yourself at risk of injury and then be out of training for quite some time. You want to make sure that you are performing these exercises the best way possible. And that also comes down to realizing that we're not lifting with the ego, but we are lifting to see results, and we're lifting to get you closer to your target and your goal as well. So take a step back with the weight and just focus on doing the movements correctly. The more that you do this, the more experience you got with training, the better you're going to be at it. Woo! Jesus Christ! Okay, the more that you do this, the better you're going to be at performing these exercises. So technique is very, very crucial. No tracking. So that comes down to, are you having a structured workout plan that you're following? Are you tracking your lifts in the certain exercises? Are you making sure that you're progressing on a week by week basis, either in terms of upping the resistance or upping the repetitions or the volume of the total set? So if you're not tracking your lifts, if you don't have a workout plan, then again, it's going to be hard to see results because you're not really knowing if you're going anywhere with your training. Performance. How is your performance in your training? Are you sort of just coming in and not feeling 100% energized and sort of sitting on your phone between the sets, or you trying to come in with the attitude of being the one that's working the hardest in the gym and the smartest in the gym? Are you really pushing yourself? Are you pushing yourself from like an 8 to 7, 8, 9, 10 out of 10? Or are you sort of sitting in the mid-range of 4 to 5? That has quite a lot to do as well. You know, if your performance is lacking and you're not putting in the work in the sessions, then it's not going to be as easy for you to get these results. I'm going to see if I can step up my voice a little bit with this tin roof and the rain. Frequency, how many times are you training a week? Are you doing your full body split? Are you doing a good old bro split? How many times are you training these muscles? How many sets per muscle group are you doing? Something to think about too. Structure. When you're coming in for your workouts, again, coming back to having a workout plan, it's like, are you spending the time in the gym? Let's say you have an hour a day to be training, right? And you're training 3 times a week. And you're doing a full body program. Are you starting out with doing isolation movements like bicep curls, tricep push downs, or even just doing that the whole session, you know? Whereas you could spend some more time on, let's say for an upper body day, you could do like bend over rows, you could do bench pressing, military presses, compound movements where you got more than one joint and muscle working at the same time. So, and also for your legs, you know, like are you doing squats or you're just doing leg extensions and seating hamstring curls? You want to start with the big compound lifts first, so you get as much muscles involved in the start of your training, and also that's where you got the most amount of energy and the most amount of strength. So it makes sense to do this first. So think a little bit about how your workouts are structured. Moving on next, do you have any injuries? Are you dealing with injuries? Do you have shoulder problems or stabilizer muscles issues in the shoulders? Are you having issues with your knees? What sort of exercises could be better to perform so you can gain your strength back without aggravating the injuries too? Also something that comes into planning your workouts a little bit more and getting some professional help when it comes to that. Next thing on the list here is need and lifestyle. So, okay, so now that you've set aside 3 to 4 hours a week to be training, you should be thinking about what you're actually doing outside of the gym. You know, like all these hours outside of the gym, you can increase your activity. Are you doing any current cardio outside your lifting days? Are you thinking about burning a little bit more calories? Maybe you've got a step goal that you need to do every week. Just think about all the stuff that you're doing, especially if you're in a fat loss phase, all the stuff and the calories that you could be burning instead of just coming out and living a sedentary lifestyle or sitting at the office all day as well. Habits. What are some of the bad habits you have? Is that something that you could change to good habits? So, like smoking, for example. Be more aware of why you have these certain habits. What is it? Usually with habits, there's a cue, and there's a routine, and there's a reward. So, for example, smoking cigarettes. You see the cigarette pack or the lighter, which is the cue, and you're going out and going for the cigarette, which is the routine. And the reward you're getting is that nicotine rush and that feeling of socializing, and also sort of like a little bit of a comfort in a stress situation. So could you apply that to something else? Like, could you apply that to some more healthy habits, like training? Could you have your gym bag ready so you can see it in the morning? And then that's a cue, and then you go and get that workout session first thing in the morning, and the reward could be just the endorphin rush and the feeling, the conquer feeling of having done a killer workout, or the protein shake after a workout as well, or the cold shower that you're looking forward to. Try to change some of those bad habits to better habits. And last but not least, motivation. Are you sort of always having to have motivation drawn from the outside? Do you need to listen to tapes? Do you need to be motivated by other people, or having a training partner, or going to a class? Or are you motivated by yourself? Think of yourself as the old person with the bad habits and the lifestyle that you used to live, as the old version of yourself, and then the new version, the new improved version of yourself with the new programs and the new lifestyle and the better habits. So just be more aware of what motivates you and what helps you to get down to the training sessions or the classes, and find ways to be motivated all the time, and have training partners or friends and family that you are attending those classes with, or getting gym sessions in, like a gym partner with too. So that's it, guys. Hope that was useful. I'm going to be cutting it here because this is way too loud. But have fun. Hope you had a little bit of fun and that you could draw some information from this. I'll see you guys soon.